So since we've been renovating everything and busy running around the house and doing various things, my nails have been severely neglected. So today I'm sorting that out because these things are just terrible and I need them to look better for work, but also I'm celebrating because we finally got all the crates cleared from in the kitchen. I say cleared, like the last bits are on the side ready for washing up, but the rest of it's done. I'm happy, so let's get going. So nails are done, looking so much better than they were before. However, annoyingly, the time lapse that I did wasn't the best, so I'll probably put a couple of snippets there, but very happy. It is now 10 to 10, so definitely time to get to bed. I do have the matching colour for my toes, which is not gel. This is just normal nail polish, I guess you call it. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll also pack away all the rest of it, so we've actually got a table again. And then that combined with not having the crates in here has meant that this doesn't look more spacious right now because there's stuff on the side, but it's looking a hell of a lot better. So yeah, I want to get all this tidied up. Also need to update the job board because some of these things are a bit or like half ticked off or partially, yeah. So basically we just want to redo all these, and I think actually, to be honest, we probably will be changing some of these around as well and adding more. So yeah, need to update that tomorrow, get this all tidied away, make the kitchen a lot nicer to use and just be in. But yeah, very happy with these, really like that colour. So guys, we are in my office today, going to be sanding down all of these little bits of plaster that have been put on the various holes in the wall. And also just quickly reviewing the ceiling as we go around, because I think actually in this room it was pretty good because my uncle helped with this one. So this one was definitely like the best room for plastering. Jack's gonna probably have to do quite a lot of sanding in some of the other rooms, just to make sure it's all nice and smooth before we put the plaster on. But yeah, for today, mostly just focusing on this room. Hopefully it won't take too long. This stuff sands really nicely. But actually, I think this was the deep fill stuff, which wasn't really the right stuff for this room. So it actually does come out quite smooth. That little bit there was okay, and that feels quite smooth. I think that would be fine to paint on actually. But I was a bit worried about that when it was going on the wall because it's not a finishing filler. It's mostly for like really big holes, hence the name deep fill. But yeah, we'll see how it comes up, and then hopefully we'll be able to get going on another room today as well. Just try and get as much done as we can. Okay, so actually most of these are really smooth already, so they really don't need much sanding. So actually, I'm thinking sanding the walls in here is really not going to be too bad. Yeah. Alright guys, solid hour's work, maybe just over an hour, but all of the room is sanded. There is a couple bits like up in this corner that we're going to have to fill, but we're going to leave that maybe for tomorrow because I'm sure there's another couple areas on this wall that we need to fill as well. But it didn't actually take too long to sand, but it does really hurt your hands. Quite a painful process and very messy. Like I've got dust all over my face, all over my arms, everywhere. So I'm going to go rinse that off and then carry on with editing a video, which is going live on Saturday. So it took me a little while to remember what was going on in this video because it wasn't actually me that filmed it. This is Ollie's expert filming extravaganza, whilst me and Jordan were filling the ceiling in the other room and Jack was chipping away at the excess plaster in the nursery. But this is my office. Ben, Jack's brother, came and helped get, I think he did maybe 2 coats on the ceiling, and he also got a mist coat on the walls. So that was incredibly helpful. He did leave out my little colour sample, which yeah, was obviously nice to just be able to see, even though the rest of the walls are white and starting to look a little bit like a dentist's office. I think Ollie was a bit perplexed by the amount of paint that I have acquired over the last few weeks. But yeah, just getting ready to crack on with the painting as soon as humanly possible. Me and Jordan were filling the little dents in this room. This was probably, I don't think it was the worst room in terms of smoothness, but it was in terms of little bumps and dents. There was bigger, deeper dents in this room, so we just went around filling everything we possibly could and making sure that when the paint goes on in here, it looks, you know, nice and fresh, nice and smooth. It was a little bit weird having Ollie walking around and not saying anything. So, yeah, me and Jordan were just like, don't make eye contact.
The camera's really just
It's the silence that accompanies it.
Yeah. Just dropped a bunch of it on. Don't want them.
Ollie, start making TikToks then.
Oh my god, you could. You've got time.
Good way to make some extra. So back in the day, Ollie did make TikToks. He had a few little TikTok series going on, and I think we should all encourage him in the comments to get back on with that. So this is our bedroom, and this is by far the best ceiling that we plastered out of all of the other 3 rooms that we plastered independently. This one still needed a little bit of sanding, but actually didn't require any filling at all, so that shows the difference. You saw the white patches in the other room and how much we had to fill in there compared to this room. So yeah, we were really pleased with how this one turned out. It's looking dark because this was still very much in the drying stage. It goes darker before it goes lighter again. I think we must have done this maybe the day before or actually the same day, and that is just it drying. And then this was Jack chipping away at all the excess plaster which had gone in the architraves.
If you're zooming in, I'm going to punch you in the dick. Oh shit! You're trying not to laugh. Yeah. He's trying very hard not to laugh right now. Huh?
He's taking the video very seriously.
I see. He's getting in some interesting angles.
So a while ago you might have remembered that we were frantically scrubbing all of the walls, and this is the last patch. You can really see like that defining line around the outside where we've got the wallpaper paste off and where we haven't. So we are planning on plastering and skimming the walls today, this being one of them. Probably be skimming the patches there as well with plaster. The rest of the like little holes we might just go around and fill rather than plaster, but we'll see how we get on with the plastering today. If it's really easy and it's going to be quicker, we'll just skim those as well, because yeah, we are severely running out of time. So yeah, our carpets are arriving on Friday. We've got multiple walls to skim. ceilings to sand and then get mist coats on, because that's quite a messy job. Like the wet paint just flicks everywhere, so I'd rather just do that before we get carpets in. And yeah, then we've just plastered another ceiling, which is looking pretty good. It's starting to dry. We did this yesterday. This was the best ceiling we've done so far, even though I was very adamant we shouldn't have done it on Sunday. Jack was like, no, we're doing it, and it did go better than I thought, but I was
I was right.
for once. I was very stressed out about it because it was quite a warm day. Again, today is another warm day, but because we're not doing much plastering, I'm hoping it'll be okay. And I'm going to leave the warm room, which is south facing, until the end of the day, so hopefully it's a bit cooler and we're not rushing against the heat again like we were before. But yeah, this is one of the rooms that we need to do quite a lot of skimming, because there is just so much paint that's come off the walls in so many spaces. It smells really odd in here. But it's just probably a mixture of all the gunk and stuff that has just landed on the floor whilst we've been doing work in here. Another reason why I want to get everything done before the carpets go in. We're hoping to have a little bit more assistance tomorrow. Yesterday we had Ben, Jack's brother, come over and he did a lot of painting in my future office. And then Jordan also came with Ollie in the evening, and she helped me with some filling in the room that we're going to be plastering and scrubbing the walls of. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get it all done, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, I'd like to point out there are so many white spots in here because this was the first room we did, and we did it on the hottest day of the year. So we've had to sand down as much as we possibly can, and there was quite a few just little bumps and stuff. The problem was the first layer of plaster dried really quickly. So we didn't really get a chance to do a good job in here, but I'm hoping once these are all sanded down, which shouldn't take too long, this is quite soft stuff, the polyfiller stuff, so it does sand down quite nicely and quickly, so fingers crossed that won't be a super long job, which will probably be done tomorrow. This is basically the DIY bathtub now. Oh, wet.
Tell me what happens with a shower done that.
Yeah, but I haven't turned it on yet. That is already hot. Can you get my glove stitcher out there? There should be a matching pair out there, I think. Ow! Put them in the room.
You said go get them.
Put them in the room. Ah, get away from me, bro. Such a pain in my ass. Scrub mummy one. And then probably go for these two. What was weird? It's not kind. Will these stay there? Probably not. That might have been too much, but it's fine.
Turn it off.
No, it's filling up the other bucket. Right, get going, bro. Could be downstairs. Just use the flat one then.
Have you got it or?
It's up there on the side.
I think on the toolbox.
Paint. It's on somewhere.
It's alright, Captain.
No, here, there. Can you move the ladder a little bit?
Why can't you?
My hands are full.
And you're done.
Nuh-uh. Right.
Not warm?
Should be.
I can't see a line. Here?
Yeah, there.
Not this swift, do you?
Neither have I.
Huh?
Neither have I. Especially there's now plaster on the floor, which is digging into my knees.
It's going down my arm, bro.
Right, let's try scraping. Look at all that goop. Ew. You wipe it on the cloth now, by the way, rather than tissue. You'll do no such thing.
Okay.
No thanks. On the plus side, it's taking off the plaster as well. That's fallen on the wall.
Not be a good idea.
What?
Press and record.
It's recording.
I know.
Don't freak me out like that.
Don't be so dumb.
Such a bully. Oh, look at that goop that came off. Look. Okay, that's actually feeling okay, I think. Yeah, just a tiny bit at the top and bottom. Right, you finish that off.
Tiny?
Yeah.
The whole blooming thing, man.
It's not, it's that tiny patch at the top.
It isn't. It's the whole thing.
I've done this bit.
You definitely haven't. It's
I have
sticky.
too. It's not sticky.
My hand is sticking to it.
It's just wet.
That's not wet.
That
That's
is
sticky.
not sticky. That bit around there is sticky. So whilst Jack's finishing up in the other room, I've got some caulk and I'm going to go around all of the architraves, and these lines are in every room where the boards join the ceilings. So, well, no, where the boards join each other. So yeah, I'm going to quickly go over some caulk, and hopefully that's going to stop them reappearing after it's all painted up, because that would be really annoying. But yeah, there's quite a few of them, so I'm going to get going. Just as an FYI, this is definitely not the best or safest method of cutting open a caulk bottle. Ooh, that made me jump.
What are you doing?
Opening the caulk. Ow. Oh, it's a screw, that's why.
Are you being dumb again?
No. That's already cut open, so. Although this bit might be a how-to on how not to do things. Cool. Don't worry, dear. It's all good in the hood. However, I am going to need a ladder. So I might as well start in this room.
I mean, the whole plan is to make sure that at least one room is complete and ready.
Yeah, so we should probably just finish this one first.
Well, like I said, my only concern is drying the wall. If you're gonna slap a load of crap on it.
It's not crap, it's
Also,
plaster.
I can't scrape this bit.
Just scrape that way.
I've tried. It keeps coming off.
Just go like that.
You take.
Doesn't matter, we're having skim in here.
Well, not
or
that
fill.
part, ideally.
Well, skim or fill everywhere. Oh, that came out a lot quicker than I was expecting.
Great, Chloe's ruined it.
Uh-uh. Right, I think that looks better already. And hopefully with a bit of paint, that will look invisible. And maybe a very light sand. Oh look, this ladder is strategically placed for the next one.
Oh, look, you're right.
That's not kind.
Don't be done with it.
Annoyingly, I realised I didn't actually capture the smoothing bit of this process, so I've just skipped it out. Is there one on, no, one on that side? There's only one on that side.
Oh, I'm behind you.
Yeah. Right, this stuff dries in 5 minutes. Painted over 5 minutes, but it can't be sanded, so maybe I need to try and scrape just to make sure it's flat. And therefore doesn't need sanding.
Why did you get that tool from the kit Mum got us?
Because that's not really for this bit. That's for like...
Wait, it's curved, so it might allow you to actually do it.
Well, this does it fine. This is flat in
Okay.
the right way that I need it to be flat, if that makes any sense. Probably not. You are a freak of nature.
You can shut up.
Right guys, we've had a bit of a disaster. We started plastering this wall. As you might notice, there is no plaster left on the wall because it was not working. Not sure what we did wrong. I'm not sure if the plaster we used, it looks like it should have been the right type, but it just wasn't going smooth. It was like really grainy. So not sure if we just didn't make enough to mix well or if we made it too solid, but we were worried about it like slipping off the wall, so not great. So we've basically had to take all of that off, and that's taken quite a bit of time to just like clean everything and get everything off the wall before it solidified in the wrong places. We are now starting peel stopping in this room. Luckily some of the plaster did go to sort of what it was meant to go to and filled those big holes down there, which look okay. But yeah, we're going to use whatever peel stop we have left, get that on the walls, and then we've got some filler, so we'll probably go back in that room, and instead of trying to plaster, we'll just use like poly filler over it instead. But yeah, lots of work to do. Thanks dear. Lots of work to do, so we're going to get cracking. So I did actually remove the audio from this part of the video just because this was quite a low point in the whole process. I was feeling so tired and so emotional at this point and just felt like it was never ending. We were never going to get everything done in time before the carpets went down. So I was having a little bit of a crisis. was very near tears in this video, but luckily we did actually end up having enough peel stop to do the room. That was one of the things that me and Jack were sort of nattering about, was the fact that we didn't have enough peel stop. All the shops were closed, we couldn't go and get any more. We didn't have enough filler, so you know, there was very limited, well, what felt like there was very limited stuff we could do in this part of the video. But luckily I did manage to get around the whole room with this tiny remaining bit of paint, and yeah, it all worked out okay. So sometimes it's best not to panic and just to get as far as you can and see how it goes, rather than focusing on the negatives. But yeah, I was definitely massively overtired and stressed at this point. And I think you can really see my mood with how I'm just slapping this on the wall. It's yeah, it wasn't good, but like I said, we got it done, and I think this is a good point to stop in the video. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Look forward to the next one. The next one will be a bit more cheery than the end of this one.